beautiful Aries, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for April 2023. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I'll never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details. And I will also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Aries, this is your monthly reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. Firstly, though, happy birthday to all those wonderful Aries who've already had a birthday. And of course, happy birthday to all of you who have yet to come, okay? It's a very special time for you, so enjoy your day. Now, of course, April really ramps up the energetic pace of the year as it opens our first major portal of change, and it's through an eclipse that occurs on the 20th of April. Now, many years ago, eclipses used to be feared, but they actually offer an opportunity to supercharge the intentions that you have already set. Just to make you aware, I'm only picking the uprights in all of these decks, just so you're aware there. Now, this is an especially important time because this new moon eclipse is actually in your sign, so it will affect you the most, okay? It's actually a unique opportunity because it's a second moon in your sign, and it gives you that go-getting tenacious spirit to focus and get the job done. So you're going to feel extra productive this month and in the flow of doing. Now, as this new moon also communes with Pluto, anything that's been troubling you, anything that's been not working for you, anything that's been inauthentic or broken down will actually be released, and it reforms in a much more positive sense. It's a month to declutter, to detoxify your body, mind, and soul as well. Now, this period can feel a little bit pressurized because you will be doing a lot of multitasking. It is going to be very busy because you are a fire element and this is a fiery month. But it's important to set out some quiet time to relax and recharge your batteries. This moon, as it is in the sign of your sign, Aries, it happens twice. It indicates that it's a time of second chances. So if there's something that you want to revisit, maybe a hobby or a project that you've left unfinished, or maybe that book that you've been meaning to pick up and finish, or even write, this is a time period to get it done. Some of you may simply want to reconnect to a part of your life that you've been missing, or some of you have some travel goals that you want to accomplish that are on the back burner, or you simply may want to rediscover a part of yourself that you feel like you've lost touch with. Well, this is the month to do it. I cannot believe it. You are all over your reading. I mean, pretty much every card is an Aries card. So a lot of strong energy coming for you this month. Now, I do have to say Mercury retrogrades from the 21st of April. Now, this is very important because it actually retrogrades in the sign of Taurus. And Taurus is all about finances. It's all about cash, property, and acquisitions. So this is a really good time to focus on your budget and also safeguard your investments should there be any economic fluctuations. Now, this message has been coming up for the last couple of months in my readings. I have been receiving a tower moment for March and April for the collective. So it is worth keeping an eye on your investments should there be any economic, as I said, downturns. I definitely see that you're putting yourself in a really good position. You're keeping an eye and you're adjusting accordingly. So for example, if you're housing your finances in certain institutions, make sure that they are not linked. Okay, we got the 5 of Pentacles here because if they're linked, Five of Pentacles indicates that there could be some losses there. If they're linked, it means you're not insured for both amounts. So I want you to be aware of that. But because the Five of Pentacles is in the resistance position, I feel like you're safeguarding your finances. And actually, anything that you feel like you've lost out on, you will actually regain in the month of April. Okay, so just watch out for that. Now, your 7th house is activated and influencing you during the first part of this month. And that's all about partnerships. So you may be looking at your relationships across the board, people you work with, business relationships, family relationships, romantic relationships. You're going to be double tower. Aries, what's going on? We're going to clarify that energy. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. And we got the Ace of Pentacles, so that's actually really positive. Okay, but anyway, we'll get to the energy now in a moment. Tower is not to be feared. It often indicates you liberating yourself from a very stuck situation. And you know, although you may shock some people or you may even surprise yourself, it is for your highest good. So anyway, let's get back to the 7th house. The 7th house is really about, you know, your interactions day to day. Some of you may be thinking about setting up businesses with other people, or you may be leaving a business that you had as a partnership with somebody. So I feel like you're looking at relationships in general this month. And if you are looking for love, I feel like you'll actually find somebody out of the blue this month. Okay, I feel like someone is very attracted to you. We'll get to that in a moment, but I do feel there is someone that will that you'll go on a date with, and this is the start of something very long term. You're going to be surprised because it seems like you've actually either met this person before, or you've been at an event or at something that they've attended before, and but you cross paths and you never really saw each other. Okay, so you're going to have a conversation. If you're looking for love, you're going to meet someone new who you have a conversation with that you've either met them before briefly, you've not been in a relationship with this person, or you have a conversation like, oh yeah, I was at this event on Tuesday. And you're like, oh my gosh, I was at that event on Tuesday. That's impossible. How do we not, you know, meet each other? So you're going to have some sort of relevant conversation like that. It doesn't have to be last Tuesday. It could be like months ago or years ago at a big event. So just please take it as it resonates. Anyway, moving on from that energy, your 1st house is activated at the middle to end of the month, okay? And this is all about the self. So you're going to be doing a lot of looking inwards and really pampering yourself, thinking about the journey that you've had so far, who you are, and where you feel like you want to take your life on this journey next. This is a card of, it's an energy of self-identity. Some of you may want to revamp your appearance or restructure your wardrobe. Maybe some of you might buy yourself a little something in the form of clothes, or, you know, changing your image in some way. There's absolutely nothing wrong with your image. You're awesome all by yourself. You got the Empress card there, male or female, not a gender specific reading. It's about the energy. You are attractive, and you know, you are someone who's really awesome, but you may feel like looking at certain areas where you either, I don't know, want to restructure your hair, change the color of it, or, you know, buy that, you know, coat that you want, whatever it is. I feel like you are making wonderful additions to who you are, and it's like self-expression, the way you carry yourself. Okay, so that's coming out. Of course, it's not all about aesthetics. I feel it's deeper than that. You're going to go through a period of self-care routines, and you are actually going to nourish yourself this month. It's all about you this month. Now, I will address that in a moment, because it just feels for you there's something missing. Even though it's your birthday month and you're like, yeah, it's great, and I'm going to really enjoy it as much as possible, it just feels like there's nothing special. Or it may feel like, oh, it's the same old thing. Okay, so we will address that now in a moment. But we've got the protagonist energy, and it is the Aries card of the Fool card. Okay, so this is you launching yourself into the month, though, seeking happiness or trying to bring a little bit more fun and spontaneity into your world. Some of you, of course, this is the beginning. So being a birthday month, you will be thinking about the beginning. You'll be thinking about your upbringing. You'll be thinking about your journey, your childhood. So that is something, there may be some memories there that crop up. You may do some emotional healing as well. But it's an opportunity to release, kick back and relax. This card also indicates that some of you may be taking a very spiritual approach to the month, looking at how far you've come, and also this card indicates that you are ready for new experiences. So some of you may literally launch a new business in alignment with your birthday month, or some of you may even opening yourself up to a new path in life, or even physically take an adventure, maybe a vacation that you've decided to gift yourself with a little getaway for your birthday. Whatever it is, it does feel like a breath of fresh air. But at the same time, the Five of Pentacles indicates that you have been feeling a bit of a struggle, or you've been feeling that there's been a lack of something that perhaps you've been longing for, and it's been a bit of a hardship. But this month, I feel you try to, as much as possible, be positive and leave those difficulties behind, or leave that sadness behind. The Fool card, some of you, I definitely see that you'll be signing new contracts. So you may actually be buying property, or you may complete on a property in some way and gain keys to that, because they're showing me that set of keys. They're really highlighting that. So if you are in the process of signing contracts and buying property, you'll get the keys this month, and it's going to be a very exciting new journey and a new cycle of living. Some of you, you may actually gain more responsibility within the working environment, and you may even sign a contract where you get a promotion, a raise, or even discuss new responsibilities within the working environment that brings in more abundance, more prosperity there as well. And if you're feeling a little bit frustrated about your career sector, whether you have a job or not, you may actually be putting the feelers out to see if there's anything more interesting in the job market for you to take a launch at. And I feel there is an opportunity that suddenly comes out of nowhere. You may be thinking about it, but suddenly it hits your email box, and it's the right opportunity. It's actually something you manifested, but it actually comes to you rather than you having to go to it, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm definitely seeing a new job on the horizon for some of you, but it could be a raise, promotion, or new income, because the Ace of Pentacles tends to mean the start of opportunity, or the gift of good fortune that could come in the form of a job, or even an acquisition. Maybe it's an investment that you've got that actually takes a better turn. I would say keep an eye on markets, because there is a double tower here for you, but also this is a month of change when it comes to finances. So I would definitely keep an eye on it. Okay. Now also we have the Empress energy, and this is really about you focusing on yourself, pampering yourself, and really being in the flow of you, I guess. This is you really paying attention to who you are and really nourishing yourself, body, mind, and soul. I definitely see you connecting to better eating habits, sleeping patterns, and exercise routines to be in the flow of the best version of yourself. And the Empress energy does indicate that anything that you've been working really hard on already, that you've planted the seeds on, is going to flourish. It's going to bear fruit. So this is a very prosperous month for you. For some of you, there may be, if you've lost out on something, I feel like you regain, but you get more than you expected. Also, the Empress card, for some of you, if your mother is on the earthly plane, I definitely see you visiting your family, or seeing your mother in particular for your birthday month perhaps, or you're going to reconnect to her or a family member. If you've been having any difficulty, if you haven't been I don't see any difficulty here, but if you have been having any difficulty, I see it being resolved, because I see things, leveling out and being resolved this month for you, especially since you've got the Justice card, which is to find a resolution for situations that perhaps have been a little bit difficult. With the Empress card also, very creative month, very productive month. You're going to be in the flow of doing. You're going to be very, very busy. So it's really important with the Justice card to remain flexible, because you're going to be on the go. I feel a lot of people will want a piece of you this month. A lot of people will want to see you. If they can't make it, if you're having a birthday celebration, for example, and they can't see you, they may organize other times to see you, and you're just going to feel extra busy and extra overloaded, but you're going to enjoy yourself all the same. Now with the Justice Justice card, some of you may be signing contracts. There may be a little bit more paperwork to address as well this month. I feel like you're going to be busy on the go. You're someone who is super, super talented and gifted at what you do. And they're actually giving me an image of a skipping rope right now. Let me just connect to that energy. Okay, thanks so much. I'm sure grateful. I mean, some of you may literally have bought a skipping rope because you want to get in shape, or perhaps you're training for something. But I feel the energy that they're giving me is that you are a complex and unique person who does something repetitively that is actually done really well without error. You're actually really great at what you do. You're a master or mistress of whatever it is you do. So if you are looking for a promotion or a raise, I definitely see one coming for you. It can also mean that, oh, I did not know that. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. They're giving me that a skipping rope can represent you getting an approval of some sort. Okay, so for example, if you have been trying to get an approval on a mortgage or a loan, you may get that and you'll be signing a contract. Maybe you're trying to set up your own business, or, you know, maybe you get a premises to start your own business. You'll get the approval and you get the keys to that. You'll go for it. Whatever it is you've been trying to action, you're getting the thumbs up from the universe. Some really good karma coming around for you. And I feel like you're taking action on something that's going to really work out in your favor. Also, with the Justice card, this indicates that some of you may be going through illegality. Okay, lead with your highest regard, lead with integrity, and it will work out in your favor. Okay, some of you, if you've been going through illegality, I actually see this month it comes to an end, and it's very prosperous for you as well. It's a win-win situation for you too. Also with the Justice card, this really indicates cause and effect. The thing that you've been working on really hard and focusing on is actually working in your favor, and it starts to flourish this month. You're going to see physical evidence of success in the physical plane. Okay, so this is something that you've already been working on that's going to show up for you. This could be in the form of finance, because we've got the Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, so very financially rewarding. For those of you who are retired or not in the working environment, some of you may be thinking about moving to the countryside, or you may be thinking about relocating. You will get the keys to that property. You will buy that property. It is on the cards for you. And I feel like you will sign contracts. I would also say pay close attention to anything that you have to sign. Okay, I don't see anything negative here, but we got the Tower twice. So I would say you don't want any shocks and surprises. Okay, so just read the small print. Justice card also indicates a period of adjustment. If you've been super busy and you've been neglecting yourself, because we got the Empress energy there in the resistance position, it's also in the protagonist energy, which means if you've been neglecting your own needs, this is a month to really focus on you, to just, you know, make sure you're investing a little bit more in yourself. And I see you creating a life of comfort, of joy. I see you creating a sanctuary of prosperity for yourself as well. And there's a lot of material abundance coming your way as well. Now, the Justice card is like being really honest with yourself. Some of you, you may feel like starting afresh and doing something new. You may have a new calling or a new focus in life. And you may also feel you're getting, what I'm getting here is someone who is a little bit more mature in life, who is thinking about a new start somewhere. You're never too old to start something new. I just want you to be aware of that. I don't care if you're 95, 205. I mean, nobody's going to be 205, but you get the meaning. Whether you want to take like a parachute jump, or whether you want to launch a new business, or whether you want to relocate or move, or even just change direction, this really is a good month to do it. And it doesn't matter your age. It's going to be very, very successful. I actually see, you know, the Tower, you've got the Six of Pentacles covering that. Six of Pentacles actually means an unexpected resource or surprise from the universe that is so generous. It's almost like a birthday gift that's going to be very, very positive for you. But I feel like you've got to be honest with yourself. If you've been procrastinating, I actually see you as being very busy. But if you feel like you need to focus on something a little bit more, this is the month to do it, to get it done. Okay. Now, with the Empress card in this position, it can mean that you've been feeling that there has been a lack of pleasure in your life, or you may have felt you just felt like something's missing, or you feel a little bit disconnected from yourself. It just doesn't feel like normal. I mean, I don't know what normal is, but it just feels like, I just get this sense of frustration that you feel something hasn't been going your way, or you have this feeling of isolation. You have this feeling of being stuck in a rut. Some of you may even have been worried about your health in some way, and they're indicating take some time out to rest. It's important, but you will revitalize your spirits. You actually will recharge your batteries, and I see your health getting back to best, okay? Now, this is not going to resonate for everyone, but it's coming up in the reading, so I have to mention it. Some of you may have been having real difficulties with the menopause, okay? And I feel like you will recalibrate your energy, and I feel you'll be in a better, more balanced hormonal fluctuation, shall we say, and it's just going to feel a little bit better, especially as you end the month. You're just going to feel a little bit more like yourself. So that's not going to resonate for everyone, but it is coming out there as well. Now, again, I do see you having lots of wonderful ideas this month and really connecting to those, lots of energy, a bit more vitality, a little bit more of a spring in your step. And I feel things are starting to blossom and really manifest for you. You got the Magician card here. Again, this is an Aries card, which means you're in control and you're very gifted, you're very talented. Whatever you turn your hand to this month, it's going to work in your favor, but you must focus. Okay, they're indicating focus is the key this month, and take the initiative on any ideas that even come from left field. There is an untapped talent that you have, is what they're giving me, that actually will bring in a lot of money. You may have thought about it, but you've not really ventured into that arena. I definitely see you, going into uncharted territory there, but it's going to be something that's very, very lucrative for you. The Magician card in this position can indicate that you've been feeling a little bit like scattered in your energy, or you may feel that you've been wasting a resource, or you've been wasting your time, or you have unfulfilled or untapped potential in life. You may feel like you should be further along on your path, but remember, everything happens in divine timing. There's a little bit of extra magic for you this month. I definitely see some better luck headed in your direction, and something that you've been thinking about for quite some time is actually going to show up on the physical plane. You're going to accomplish any goal that you have with skill. So whether you're in the career environment or whether you're retired, whatever project that you're focused on at this time will actually work out exactly the way you'd hoped for, and in the time frame that you were hoping for as well. If you have been unwell, I definitely see you feeling back to best towards the end of the month. Now, some of you, with the Five of Pentacles in this position, you may have been worried about financial loss, or you may have been worried about your finances, especially since we have a lot of economic fluctuations recently. I see you strategizing to put yourself in a really good position, making adjustments. Some of you may be restructuring how your finances are kept. And I see with the Six of Pentacles, everything is spread out or balanced. And the Ace of Pentacles indicates that you are safeguarding your acquisitions, your finances, the things that you've worked really hard for. But you may have felt here with the Five of Pentacles that something that started to take off got cut short. Some of you may have even been offered a promotion or raise and it didn't happen. Okay, that will be revisited. You'll be surprised. I feel that because you're going from the Five of Pentacles to the Six of Pentacles, you may feel that either your boss has forgotten about that or it's just not going to happen. It actually does happen, but in the right time. I feel like it was out of your boss's hands. Their hands were tied on the situation, but it does come back around, is what I'm seeing. Now, for some of you, the Five of Pentacles can be a state of grief. So if you've come to this reading and you are grieving someone, you've lost someone recently, I'm sending you a huge hug out there. This person, I just want you to be aware that this person is going to send you a sign. Okay, the sign is a camera. Now, either this person gifted you a camera or you're going to receive a gift of a camera, or you'll see an image of a camera. I feel the camera is kind of like representative of memories. Keep the memories with you. This person is with you. I feel like this person is also keeping an eye on you. They're giving me the words checking in on you. This person checks in on you. And I mean, there may even be like a random documentary about a camera that just shows up, or you may even find a camera randomly in the street, or there may be a picture of a billboard of a camera. I mean, cameras could be everywhere. Of course, they are everywhere. It's one of those old-fashioned camera type things. That's what I'm seeing in the water. It doesn't have to be. I mean, you could be a photographer, so maybe that's relevant as well. But they're indicating this person is walking with you and they're helping you through difficult times. So I'm sending you a huge hug out there, but this person is constantly hugging you and letting you know that you've got this and that they are with you every step of the way, okay? Now, the Five of Pentacles can indicate that it has been tough, or you've been struggling with something, but things are going to get better in the month of April, okay? I feel like you step into your power, and I feel like you get some really good karma that helps you either launch something new or change something about the way you do something. I feel like you're definitely opening yourself up to a leap of faith where you bring a little bit more excitement into your world and a little bit more spontaneity. Also, I want you to be aware that you are a human being. You don't always have to be a human doing. So really take stock and try to get the rest that you need to recharge your batteries this month, because I actually feel like you're exhausted. You're kind of running a little bit on empty. Some of you may actually felt that the sparkle of life has been a little bit like dampened somehow. I mean, we have all gone through a major pandemic, and of course, it has changed perspectives in some areas of life, but I feel like you're trying to get back to usual, but I just get this sense of something just feels a little bit off. Let me see if I can get that for you. Maybe you just feel like something's missing. For some of you, it could be that you feel like love is missing from your life, or you may feel just a little bit dissatisfied with the way things are going, or maybe you're looking at the world thinking, this is a crazy old place. How do I fit in here? How do I reconcile what's going on in the world? Things just aren't fair. So I just get this sense of you really absorbing energy. So be a little bit more protective of your energy as well. Can you please clarify that feeling I'm getting? Two of Swords, you're feeling very uncertain. I mean, some of you, it could be, you may be uncertain about your path. You're searching for direction. I mean, if you have a look here, you've got the Two of Swords, which indicates uncertainty or feeling a little bit lost or a little bit stagnant in your world, and you just feel like it's the same old thing, just a different day. So you may feel very, very dissatisfied. And some of you with the Two of Swords there, you may be contemplating new ways of approaching things, or discovering new lands, or really being bold to come out of your comfort zone. And you're trying to really be intuitive before you discover these new lands. As you can see, there's new lands on the horizon there, and there's a vast body of water there, which represents, intuition, checking in with your emotions, seeing how you feel. And as you can see, that figure there is blindfolded. So being heightened and aware emotionally of decision that you need to make this month. Really check in with your emotions, really check in with yourself, because the answers are within you, but you need some quiet time to really reflect on that and actually listen to your heart, because sometimes it whispers, okay? And we have built a very, very loud world for ourselves where, we've got lots of information bombarding us. There's lots of news cycles that are going on. There's lots of loud traffic. So it's important to take some time out in nature if you can, a walk in the park maybe, or just sitting in silence in your apartment, and just focusing inwards. Now, whenever you get a Two of Swords, a tower is actually a very welcome sight, because it means if you're feeling a little bit stagnant or stuck, a tower is liberating yourself from that stagnancy. So I feel this is a month where everything changes. There's a lot of fluctuations, but I actually see you being in command of these changes. The Ace of Pentacles is showing up twice for you. So pay close attention to your synchronicities. It does mean that there is a gift or some sort of opportunity for success in the month of April. And I also see, of course, it is your birthday month, so I see you receiving gifts this month. But I actually, and bizarrely, they're showing me a whistle. in the water. Someone may actually gift you a whistle, or you may see a whistle randomly on the floor. It may be a signal or a sign for you. It indicates, okay, I'm just connecting to that. Okay, they're giving me that someone just sneezed, first of all. So bless you, Gesundheit, or whatever it is you say when you sneeze. Some people may not say anything at all, but I'm just feeling the energy. Whenever, okay, they're giving me, first of all, the sneeze is like representative of releasing pressure. So the whistle, I feel, is an energy of protection, and you're being called to pay attention to something in your world that perhaps is not good for you. It may be breaking a habit. It could be that you are taking some time out to focus on something very important. I mean, it could be that you're releasing yourself from a very toxic job situation or friendship or relationship, or maybe it's a connection to a substance, food substance, or something that just isn't very good for you, that's draining you of your energy. So the whistle is like you're calling time on it, or you're calling it out, or you're calling yourself out with it. So just, I'm not sure what the whistle is relevant in terms of your reading, but that's the energy that I'm getting. So if you see a whistle, I feel it's about calling yourself out on something that perhaps you've been going round and round in circles on, or you found it really hard to release yourself from this situation. April is a month to make that decision and cut it out, okay? Now, with the Ace of Pentacles twice, it does mean the start of finances, or, the start of opportunity. So if you've been out of luck when it comes to looking for new opportunities in your career sector, it does mean that you are going to get a couple of opportunities. I see more than one, but there's one that really captures your attention, that brings in more money than ever before. So if you are looking for a job, there's definitely one coming on in for you. Some of you may be just wanting to stay where you're at, but wanting that raise, that promotion, or even more money. I definitely see you being able to negotiate a better deal. You may sign a new contract. I want you to be very, very careful if you're working at an establishment that you've worked at for such a long time, and suddenly they come along and say, hey, you want to sign this new contract? Pay close attention to the small print, because any company that does that, they may be trying to eradicate benefits that are long-standing. So for example, if you've been working at a company for years, and if you ever decided to retire, or you were made redundant, you'll be entitled to a certain pay package. But if you sign new contracts, it means the contract starts from now, and you would lose out on those benefits. Could also be that, for example, your old contract said you could work a certain amount of hours, or you had dental or health care thrown into a package, or a bonus that you would get. Just pay close attention that they don't change those aspects within the contract, because you may be pretty shocked later down the line, okay? So I'm just going to leave it like that. But Ace of Pentacles actually is very positive. Now, for those of you who are looking for love, as I said, I definitely see you going on a date with someone. I feel like you're meeting like your soulmate. There's so much in common with you and this person. And I see it being a long-term relationship. I see it being love at first sight. And if you are already in a relationship, or you're seeing someone, I definitely see you getting out and dating and having a date night where you just recalibrate your energy. I feel like your partner will really treat you this month for your birthday, and they better do, because of course you're worth it. So yeah, I also see, and not every sign has been getting this, but I see someone giving you something for free for your birthday. So it could be that, you go into a coffee store and they say, hey, how are you today? And you're like, yeah, I'm great. It's my birthday. They're like, you know what? That coffee is on the house for your birthday. So I see you receiving something free for the month of April. Okay, so it could be anything, but I see that happening for you. Now, the Seven of Pentacles is really you being at a bit of a crossroads, really. You really evaluating where you're at right now. And if you're feeling dissatisfied, I feel like you're making a plan to change your circumstances so that you can accomplish greater in your life. This is you checking in, checking the exchange, and cutting out anything that you feel like does not value you or is not a fair exchange in life. There's also something here that you've been working really hard towards that has been long-standing. So even if you're retired and you've got a project on the go, I feel like it's been something you've been connected to for a long time. You're actually going to see it work in your favor. It's going to be very successful, and you're going to see it work out for you at the end of the month. This is like confirmation that it works out in your favor. Seven of Pentacles actually means things are going well, that you will have enough, and maybe you'll have a little bit extra to be able to spend. If you notice your cards, you're going from the Five of Pentacles to the Six of Pentacles to the Seven of Pentacles. So I see you going from strength to strength financially, but also I feel like you are investing a little bit more in yourself and valuing what you have to offer in life and relationships. So this month really is about you checking in with you and making sure that you're getting, a fair exchange in life, that you're getting the best that life has to offer. Now, of course, the outcome energy, we've got two towers here and a manifestation card. So I feel like you are manifesting this change. You're liberating yourself from a very stuck situation. And the tower is like, sometimes we hold on to things that are not good for us. Sometimes we hold on to things that should be let crumbled away, because it will release us out of a cycle in order to bring positive change. The tower is like a prison. You go round and round in circles, and it's time to take a leap of faith in some area. And you've got the Fool card here. So you are liberating yourself out of a very stuck situation. Some of you may decide to take a sabbatical, go traveling, and think, you know what, I'll come back to work another time. Some of you may be thinking, now is the time for me to take early retirement. Some of you may be actually thinking you want to change where you live or how you work in general in order to just shake things up a little bit. So you may be approaching what you do from a different angle that brings more satisfaction and more reward. I definitely see you implementing better schedules so that you got more time for you this month as well. Now, with that tower, we've also got the other tower, which is revelation. So some of you are having major epiphanies that will help you change your life exponentially for the positive. This is a change in your circumstances that could be quite sudden as well. But because it's clarified by the manifestation card, this is something you've been thinking about doing for some time. You made this happen. That's what I feel. You have manifested this change to light. Okay. Now, also the Magician with the tower, two towers, can indicate keep your eyes peeled, because there could be a surprise in store. So I just want to clarify that for you. For some of you, it is like, where did that Ace of Pentacles go? They're just telling me, bring back the Ace of Pentacles. Oh yeah, that was your card. I don't know why I put it away. My guides just keep screaming at me, put back the Ace of Pentacles. And I thought, well, I did put it back. I put it in this deck, but I also put it back in that one. Anyway, so some of your surprises may be financial, okay? And a positive surprise, financial, because an Ace of Pentacles is showing up in, Ace of Wands, new projects. Oh, okay. Now, there's a couple of surprises here for you in April. Someone you haven't heard from for a while may reach out and wish you a happy birthday. This could be someone who is very attracted to you. Could be an ex, because we got reunion energy here. Someone who thinks about you passionately all the time. You're actually on this person's mind quite heavily. Okay. Also, I feel now, I hope this does not resonate with everybody, but there may be a point, if you're in a working environment or you're in a career sector, where there may be somebody who is in a position of power who is attracted to you and makes a pass at you. This may surprise you. I feel it's something that perhaps is unwelcome at this time. And I feel like you will resolve the issue, though. Some of you may even take this person to HR, or, go through a legality, or maybe this is something that you're already doing. It's going to work out in your favor, whatever it is. So just lead with your highest regard and lead with integrity, and it shall work out in your favor. I also get, and I probably shouldn't say it, but for some of you, if you're in a relationship, then your person is either going to pop with a question or ask you to move in with them. There's definitely a proposal on the cards here for you. I also see that there's a major transformation that is It's really benevolent, whatever this is. This is a very creative time. It's your vision coming to light, something you've been thinking about for some time. The King of Swords is all about structure. It's about planning. It's about strategy. So something that you have been organized to get off the ground is clearly happening for you in the month of April, and it's something to be celebrated. So there's some really great news headed in your direction. This is a month to remember, is what they're showing me. I just want to see if there's any negative surprises, because double tower, I just want to see, can you show me if there's anything negative? No. Ace of Swords is more about a moment of clarity. I mean, some of you, if you've been feeling a little bit unwell, you may actually hear news of, a date where you have to have a procedure, but I see it going really well. I see you convalescing. I see with the Ace of Pentacles there, you, building your strength. I feel, for example, if you've been waiting a long time for a procedure, you may actually hear of a cancellation and you get to take that person's place, okay? And it's really great for you. That's what I see here. Ace of Swords also indicates you breaking through a difficult situation. Anything you've been wrestling with, you find a solution to. And I feel like you're managing your stress levels as well. And just making your schedule move a little bit smoother so that you got more time for you. Now, Six of Pentacles literally means the universe steps in to give you a gift. So this is some good karma coming your way. But it's also about you being very generous, giving your time, and someone repaying the favor. I definitely see that happening for you as well. Now, when you get the Six of Pentacles, it does tend to mean that you're a bit of an earth angel. You're always helping other people. And because you've got the Empress card twice, again, male or female, not a gender specific reading, it does tend to mean that although you're always busy helping other people, this month really is about helping you, or really focusing on you and just enjoying the wonderful you and celebrating yourself as well. So I definitely see you getting out there, connecting to people who are your soul tribe. Some of you may go out, spending time with good people, going out and having fun. There's a time for revelry. Some of you may even have a party, or your friends may surprise you with a party, or your family may surprise you with a party. So act surprise, of course. We have that Ace of Pentacles. So this is such a good omen. It means something really wonderful is headed your way, some really great news. But most of all, I feel if you've been out of sorts recently, you're recalibrating your energy and you're getting back to best. I get this energy of, okay, oh my gosh. They're giving me a song right now, and at first I couldn't really identify it. I was like, what? It was kind of like distracting me, but now I realize what it is. Okay, I'll give you the lyrics. It's really rare for me to get a song like this for a sign. Anyway, let me just tell you what it is first. That there ought to be a time that we can set aside to show just how much we love you. Happy birthday to you. So, of course, it's Happy Birthday by Stevie Wonder. Okay, wow. I think it's only once, maybe once in a blue moon this happens, but I feel maybe only once have I ever received a happy birthday song in a reading for someone's sign that it's actually their birthday month. And I think this is the second time. So, yeah. Now, this song, you may hear it throughout the month of April, but you're going to hear it either on the radio or you're going to hear it on your play shuffle. It surprises you. It's not something you seek, and it's not something someone plays for you. It's actually going to play. And they're indicating that someone who has transitioned, someone who has passed, is making sure you hear that, because they're wishing you a happy birthday also. Sorry, I'm just going to ground my energy because that just floored me, that message. Okay, I'm sending you a huge hug out there. Also, you're going to get some ringing in your ears or itchy ears, especially on the right side just before this happens. Okay, just notice that. Okay, that's a very intense message there as well. Now, some of you with the Ace of Pentacles, if you are looking to buy real estate and you haven't been able to afford it because you've been feeling like your savings are dwindling, or you feel that, you know, interest rates are too high or property is too high. I feel like there is a window of opportunity where you will be able to acquire something that you've been looking at. So I definitely see that as well there. But because we have the Five of Pentacles in the resistance position, it's literally like you got it in the reverse, which means anything you feel like you've lost out on or anything you've been worrying about actually works out in your favor. It indicates that there is new hope, could be a new job, new home, or hope returns, or you recover a situation that you've been feeling has been, you know, off kilter or making you feel out of sorts. But I definitely see you liberating yourself from anything negative this month. Thank you so much. Oh, wow. I love that. They've given you the blue lobster. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? And they've given you the mermaid as well. Now, the blue lobster, it's one of my favorite cards in this deck. And nobody has got this card apart from you. It says, you are one in a million. Embrace your rarity. Okay. Now, they were giving me that energy with the skipping rope. They gave me this complex, unique person. So they want you to be aware that you are awesome. And if nobody's told you, this is a reading that is telling you that. And I'm not here to blow smoke up your you-know-what. It's apparent in the energy. So they want you to be aware that you are special, and that although life is a bit up in the air at the moment and things are a little bit weird in the world and they just don't make sense, things are going to turn in your favor and things are going to work out a lot better for you than they have been. And also the mermaid, be careful what you wish for, because I feel in the month of April, you're actually going to get a wish come true. But be careful with the words that you use, because sometimes the universe delivers things exactly the way we say things. So if you say something really flippantly and you don't really mean it, the universe will still deliver it, okay? Remember, words are spellings. They are something we say out to the universe. They're castings of spells, and thoughts, words become things. So it's important to recognize what you say. So I'm just going to get a final trinket before we go. We've got the butterfly. So that indicates spreading your wings, becoming. But also, I feel like you've been going through a very testing time, very turbulent time, and I feel like you're going to transform that, and that although you may have been conditioned to expect troubles ahead, things are going to work out in your favor. Trust in the unknown. The butterfly, of course, represents change. I feel like doors that have been shut for you for quite some time are opening. Portals of opportunity are arriving for you, and I feel you're also in a cycle of breaking habits, eradicating anything that's been draining your energy in order to make space for something better, something greater as well. Okay, so I'll leave that there. Also, you may see butterflies everywhere you go in the month of April. Okay, so indicates new life, new birth, transition, change that is going to be very positive. But also I feel like it's an omen of good luck for you. So look out for butterflies. They could be in the form of someone having a tattoo of a butterfly that you walk past in the street. Could also be a physical butterfly that you see, or someone sends you a birthday card with a butterfly on it. So look out for butterflies. You're going to see them everywhere in the month of April. Okay, more prosperity is headed your way. So I hope something resonates in this reading. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Aries, and love and light.